So, as you can see, episode 2 is currently being filmed in a hotel room. This is not that kind of video. So we were originally going to take a bus to Grand Station and then from there work our way back. But it actually ended up being cheaper to do a Lyft. After doing the math, you can see here on the screen. However, kink in the plan, Lyft increased the price by $10 on the shuttle right here. So it's still technically a little cheaper for us, a little more for Trey. But hey, this is a dicey roll when you travel. It also hilariously said it was a 5-minute walk from where we were. And it was like a 10-minute bus ride. So I don't even know how that's supposed to be a 5-minute walk, but that's what it is. So now we're just waiting for our Tesla. And then we will be headed to the hotel. Hopefully be able to drop off our bags. Marri's Pizza and Italian restaurant. If you're in Anaheim, California, right near Disneyland, be sure to stop here. It's an amazing spot. It's been here since 1957. The pizza is so cheesy. The crust is great. The homemade bread made here fresh daily. There's so many reasons to come here. Just come to the Wonderland Plaza across the street and down the way from Disneyland. You won't be disappointed. We got swooped up in Anaheim. We are currently in Las Vegas, so episode 2A roll is being filmed in the middle of episode 3 of this 4 cities in 4 weeks. Yeah, Anaheim was just so busy with work. Like we were just pumping out content. And that trip, it paid off. The videos did great. We did about 1 million views the first week. Collectively, it was about 1 million views. This week, I think we're 1.5, probably gonna hit 2 million with the content that we got from Anaheim. So this trip worked out for us pretty well. It's helping the team grow, but yeah. Successful trip. It's always good when you make the trip worth it for the business that you're trying to build. But yeah, that's Anaheim was so busy with work that we didn't really do much. I think we got back from the convention.
Yeah, we were too tired and got back.
We were exhausted because we were on our feet walking
we
about.
We even DoorDashed our food.
We never DoorDash, ever. We DoorDashed our food. I think we walked 26,000 steps that day, and we were just spent, energetically just spent from being so on camera and like ready and just like
We had some hiccups too, though.
We did. My camera died. My Canon R8, my baby, that's been with me for years, and it's my favorite camera. It's what I filmed episode 1 on. It died. It died in Anaheim in the middle of shooting content. I think we got like Friday's content, and it died halfway through Friday. We went Saturday thinking, okay, change out the batteries, charge it up. Maybe it just needs a little TLC. Dead again. Died again. So yeah, that is something that I had to address before this trip. We were kind of relegated to just the Osmo. Some of the B-roll you'll see from Anaheim is going to be Osmo. We usually use the Osmo for B-roll, but it wasn't as much R8 footage as we got the first go around. How are we filming this if the R8 is dead? I bought a new camera. You may or may not have seen it in the intro because We did multiple intros just in case. Always good to record multiple takes in case you don't use it. But yeah, that was Anaheim. We worked, we ate, we slept, we woke up, we worked, we slept, we ate. We didn't do a whole lot of exploring, even though we were 1 block away from Disneyland. Yeah. We'd never been to Disneyland.
I didn't go to Disney.
We went to Disney World. We've been to Disney World, but we weren't there to go to Disneyland. We were there for work, and we did work. I enjoy the work, so it's not too bad for me. I was up at 4 a.m.
You know what else we did?
What?
We ate.
We ate. Our
Our budget.
budget for food is shocking. We're gonna tell you how much the trip cost. So we'll do the cost breakdown now because there was not a ton of footage. Like we did go. I think that's the first thing we did once we checked into the hotel. We went to go eat because we were hungry and tired from the flight. Speaking of the flight, we'll start there, I guess.
Well, I do want to add. We took a friend with us.
Yes.
Or a friend joined us.
Yes.
So some of the costs we will be splitting with friend, which we split the hotel room.
Yes.
And the
some Uber rides. Yeah, the Uber and Lyft rides.
Lyft rides and airport parking. That's another thing. We never park at the airport. We always get dropped off, always get picked up. This time there was nobody to drop us off, so we had to leave our truck there and pay for parking. So that was an additional cost that we normally don't incur.
Yep. But that was split as well. So that cost, all these costs, will subtract that from what we paid. But even with that caveat, food was still ridiculous. Partially because it's in California. California prices are a little higher than the national average. But we also ate a whole lot. So yeah, starting with the flight, we went in on Delta Airlines because we originally had credits for Delta beforehand, and then we had an incident where the reservation didn't go through and our credits were just thrown back at us and we had to find a place to use them. So we were like, why not use them for Anaheim? It's already a pricey flight. So we utilized our credit. So this is with like a $258 credit to the airport fee. So there's a lot of little discounts, but even with that, it was an expensive trip.
Delta is one of my favorite flights to get.
100%.
So I always feel that it's worth the cost, but it is usually a lot pricier than every other option.
If you don't book early. If you book early, you can avoid some of that price inflation. The worst time to book is 2 weeks before, because that's when they just close out all their discount seats. Even if they have some left, they only give you main and back when you're 2 weeks out from the flight. So if you can, book before that.
With that being said, our Delta flights were $928.
$928 with a $258 credit. So yeah, that was the pricey flight. But it was a one-way flight into LAX and out of LAX, so that was nice. And the flights, of course, Delta. I like flying Delta.
So then our hotel.
Okay.
We did get a hotel right around the corner from the convention.
Yep.
Which we typically try to stay nearby because it helps with
transportation.
Uber costs and
transportation. We just walk to conventions if we can.
And it was a smaller hotel, not a big name hotel for sure, but it was right down the street from Disney. So that was a bit pricey.
Yeah.
We split it with a friend.
Yes.
So after our split with a friend, we spent $190 for 2 days.
2 days. 2 days, 190, which not bad.
Not bad. Definitely not bad. Airport parking. We had to park at the airport. After the split with a friend, we spent $30.99.
Yes. Yep.
And Lyft. We had to Lyft from the airport to the hotel.
Yes.
So after our split, that was $41.12.
$41.12. So all that is just getting there.
Yeah.
All of that, we just arrived in Anaheim and already we've spent over $1,000 just getting there.
And
then we started to eat.
After that, we ate.
We ate. We
did not control ourselves on eating whatsoever. We did find a really nice spot, Marri's Pizza.
It was 100% worth it. I would say that was the spot that I did not regret paying whatever we paid.
It was delicious. If you're in Anaheim, California,
Yeah.
Marri's Pizza.
And it wasn't super expensive, actually.
Wasn't.
Unlike the rest of the places we ate at afterwards.
I think we spent more on DoorDash.
Yeah.
And we ate at Jack in the Box.
We DoorDashed Jack in the Box, and it cost more than Marri's Pizza that's right down the street from Disneyland. So if you have a family, pizza's definitely the way to go.
I'm going to just give the breakdown of all the food, not like each individual one. We also ate concession food inside of the
convention. We did snack.
Convention. We had our Jack in the Box.
Yep.
We did DoorDash CVS.
Yep.
That was for some snacks.
Some waters.
Hotel waters.
Yeah.
Snacks. We stopped at a Chippy's Fish. I don't know what the name of the place
The
was
Packing
called.
District.
Packing
I believe it was the Packing District.
Chippy's Fish.
Yeah. Not it.
Nah.
Not it.
Don't do that.
Customer service, not it. Food,
However,
not it.
Raised Donuts.
Raised Donuts.
Raised Donuts inside of Packing District.
Yes. Or anywhere. Raised Donuts is the donut place that Tony Stark is at when Nick Fury meets up with him. He's at Raised Donuts. Those donuts were delicious.
Donuts, 100% recommend.
Yes.
And we also had food truck food from the
convention. It was I believe it was a Chinese food spot. We had
that
teriyaki.
Delicious. It was called Maca Food Truck or something.
Maca Food Truck. Yeah. Wish we remembered the name. Sorry.
It was Maca.
Maca Food Truck.
Our total in food was $332.
So more in food than a hotel stay.
If we were home, we still eat out.
Yeah.
We do have to buy food for the kids, which we still do when we leave. But it's still over what we
for sure
on a weekend. So
for
our
sure.
food budget was
inflated.
Definitely over what it needed to be.
Yeah. But California prices are pricier, so it's kind of like even a CVS run was pretty pricey for some basic stuff. And I think we stopped at a Walgreens one time on the way back, and still it was pricey.
So besides that, I bought pins.
You did buy pins.
To the convention.
You bought stuff at the convention.
And we made a $25 donation for a good cause.
Yes.
So that's all that we spent on.
Yeah, inside the con, we generally don't have too big of an issue spending because we've kind of seen them all. They're all kind of the same inside. The same vendors travel the country, so you see a lot of the same stuff. I was definitely tempted. There was this great hat place that had BioWorld hats. And I'm a big fan of BioWorld since we got to go to their headquarters in New York and talk with the staff. They are amazing. So I was this close to buying it, but I made myself look around and wait.
Okay, so our total for the trip.
Yeah.
We did have to Uber from the hotel back to the airport.
Yes.
So that was another added cost of $57.
$57.
Our total for the entire weekend,
drum roll,
after the split with a friend, was $1,610, which was definitely a pricier trip.
Yeah.
Taking a friend.
Yes.
Saved us $255.
$255.
So not bad.
Thank you, friend.
We saved some money.
Yes.
They enjoyed the time. They were able to go.
Yeah. We all had a blast. Anaheim was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Even though we were working, we were enjoying the work. We love meeting people and building this amazing community that we have on our main channel.
The weather was beautiful.
Oh.
It was great. I was cold.
I can see why they make songs about California weather. It is gorgeous, sunny and cool and crisp. And
it was our first time in Anaheim.
Yeah. We've never been to Anaheim, so that's cool, visiting a new city that we've never been before. We've been to LA, but never Anaheim.
So next video, you will catch us
here
in Vegas.
Here, you'll catch us here.
The breakdown of Vegas.
Yeah, hopefully nowhere near $1,600. In fact, I think we might be able to keep it under $1,000. But we're here for NAB. We're here for a longer stay from Saturday to Tuesday. They do have slots, so hopefully that goes well. Yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in to episode 2 of Anaheim. We will try to film better while we're here in Vegas, get some cool stuff. And we are talking to amazing brands. We are building a lot of relationships with really cool brands that are here. Brands like Canon, Sony, SanDisk, Newer, just all the brands for all the gear that I use. Being able to meet the people who make the gear and market the gear and sell the gear is really, really dope. So I'm very excited. This is a personal bucket list for me, but I'll talk about that more in the next episode. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, I hope y'all weren't too disappointed looking at the thumbnail or seeing where we are and thinking it was a different video.
Or not wanting to take these travel adventures because of an inflated price on this trip.
Yeah, this is not the way it is all the time. You can still travel on a much leaner budget. Just go explore and travel more.
Keep watching the rest of the other videos, get the breakdowns, and you'll see it's possible.
Yeah, you'll get an idea for how you can travel as well. But thanks, guys. We'll catch y'all guys next time.
That was weird, bro.
What? That thing is amazing.